Rồi. What's up everyone, chào các bạn và chào mừng các bạn quay trở lại podcast Slow and Clear của What's Up English. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways to practice your English in 10 minutes or less. This video is for people who are busy with life, with your family, with your kids, with your job, and you simply don't have that much time to learn, and you probably don't have that much energy either. And for each method I show you exactly what to do. So you don't need to think like you literally just click that and then you're set, you're good to go. Because when you only have 5 or 10 minutes to learn, we can't really spend time thinking about what we are going to do, right? So I give everything to you want, so you know what to do by step. And all of the programs and the things that I tell you in this video will be in the description below. So let's get started with the first way to learn English. And that is to practice your listening skills. Of course, by watching my channel, but also by watching a channel called Vox, that's VOX. So this channel makes really interesting video about things going on in the world that you wouldn't think of. But then when you see the title, oh, that looks interesting, I watch that. And the reason I recommend this channel because the production quality of the videos are top quality. The audio is very clear, the editing is great, the videos are great. The second reason is because all of their videos have English subtitles, so they are not AI generated subtitles. They're written by hand, so they're perfect, right? And the third reason is because many people want to learn about Western culture. You can learn a lot about Western culture by watching these videos because that's what they're about a lot of the time. Now you might be wondering, Carter, what if I'm watching this video and I don't understand some words or some sentences? That's a good question and a really good solution. Is this Chrome extension totally free called Language Creator? So what this extension will do is it will show you both the English and your choice of language titles below it. So for you would see the English subtitles with the Vietnamese subtitle below it. And if there are an English word that you don't understand, you just put on the mouse over the word below and then the Vietnamese translation pops up. It's actually really useful. And I think they use the Google API for translation. So the translation is not always perfect, but it's still really useful. So the way to set up this extension is after you download it to Chrome. User click on so change the translation level to Vietnamese, and then the edit for whatever video you watch. You have English and Vietnamese subtitles. Alright guys, so that's tip number 1, which is your listening skill in 10 minutes or less by watching Vox videos. Tip number 2, this is to practice your reading skill in 10 minutes or less. To do that, simply to go reddit.com and read that website. So what is Reddit? Reddit is basically for forums that has subthreads or the forums or the page. So basically any topic you can image And the reason why it's really good to practice your listening skill reading is because most of the content, the complete nature, is like spoken language. Sometimes when you read a novel, it can be really hard to understand because a lot of the words and the structures that they use are not actually used in day-to-day life. When you read Reddit, it's actually a bit easier and it's really useful for English in real life. So, one subreddit that you check is reddit.com or Ask Reddit. It has random questions that are pretty interesting and the answers can be funny. In fact, 2 weeks ago I posted a video reading a story from Reddit. That's how useful I think is for you guys. If you haven't seen that video, make sure now. You might be wondering what about words that I don't understand. And for that you can get the Google Translation extension. So for that extension you simply download it again. It only works for Chrome because Google owns Chrome. And so all the browsers is not quite as convenient. So what you do after you download the Google Translation extension for Chrome is you go to the options, select my primary language as Vietnamese, and then click immediately display pop-up. That makes it so when you find that don't understand, you just highlight the word and then the Vietnamese translation will just come up. So it's very convenient. Okay, so my first 2 tips show you how to improve your listening and reading skills. But of course, speaking and using the language is also important. And just practicing even 5 or 10 minutes each day can help you remember the words and have your lips and tongue. Let's get used to making the movement. What I notice myself, if I don't speak Vietnamese for new days, I start to lose fluency. I forget how to say basically, and my pronunciations get a little bit worse after. So this next tip will show you how to practice speaking English every day in a realistic and practical when you only have 5 or 10 minutes of free time. Now in the podcast, I'm going to give you 2 ways to practice speaking in 10 minutes or less. But this first way is extremely useful, especially for people who are busy or people without a comfortable environment to practice speaking regularly. And this way is to you and everyone else. With I like to thank the partner with me for the podcast. Most of you probably already know, but for those who don't, else English speaking and communication by a Vietnamese person that now has over $50 million and it uses its voice recognition AI technology to help you practice natural English from easy to difficult levels. Else can help you improve your pronunciation, stress, intonation, and can even help you practice real life and prepare for like area or so else. Now I do want you to know that the features are a part of the ELSE Pro and ELSE Premium package, which do have a fee, but you see exactly how they work and how they can be, so you can decide if it's the right investment. Alright, this is about practicing speaking in 10 minutes or less. Let me show you how to do that with this app. When you open ELSE Speak in the first time, there will be a lot of options and it might be a lot of confusing at first. but it's actually pretty simple. First, if you want to practice your pronunciations, what else strong so is ability to pinpoint, and fifth is the feedback for you fix your speaking mistake. To practice this, you can click on the Discover button at the very bottom and brochure at the top. Besides pronunciation, you can also choose conversation to have your pronunciation in this conversation practice. If you get the app, I recommend you practice this for at least 5 minutes each day. And for those who want to practice other skills like listening, fluency, and English by topic, then simply go to home back and practice learn by topic. And you're free to choose for hundreds of topics there. But of course, communication doesn't. Just reading present sentence. If you want to start making your own sentence by having dynamic conversations and else premium, the upload package that allows you to use all else products, including else Pro. Use the free option to practice. The first one is practicing safe phrases like what's the practicing conversational present in real life situations, and practice free from speaking. This style of speaking change depends on your question and answer, so it will really help you improve your in real life situations. To practice conversation direct with AI, just like how to talking to a real person, simply go to Discover page and select the AI feature to get started. Here you can choose a topic from pre-suggestion list, or you can create any topic you want by clicking my own suggestion. To me, this is by far the most useful feature because you can learn how to speak in situations that are relevant to. Now I've created a completely for practice to show what it's like. If you're not really sure what to say, you can press the like button icon here to get suggestions. After each speaking exercise, you speak it through next based on the three factors like it, so you can easily understand your current level. You can practice this for as long as you want, the more the better. But I'm confident that every day will really help you. You can do it either before bed, during your lunch break, or even when you go to the bathroom. One more thing that else Premium also includes else Speech Asia, a web-based tool that helps you learn free from each to get detailed feedback on 5 factors and predict scores for current exams, which is really good for those who need practice or prepare for international. It also provides certificate course in the international IELTS theoretic with content by publisher like Oxford or Persian totally free. So if you're practicing for IELTS or other courses you want to take it out, that's how all communication speaking experiment can help you practice your English speaking skill in just 5 to 10 minutes a day, anywhere, anytime. If this feels like the right, then go ahead and click the link below and use the code CARTER to receive only unlimited GB watching this video. If you also speak consistently users, then I think you'll be surprised at how much you improve. Alright, let's move on to method number 4. So I prove two ways to practice speaking. So this way to practice speaking is by going to a tourist area in your city and asking for a foreigner if you can. I'm just kidding. The other way to practice your speaking is to use a random question generator and practice answering the questions. I post the link to the question generator in the description below. I'm just going to do a quick. We got a cube that flows in the water. Click for answer. What is one of your favorite smells? That's an interesting question. So I don't know if this one of my favorite smells, but this might sound bored. But a smell that I enjoyed as a kid was a smell that at a gas station, like the smell of cigar. And I know that sounds weird, but when we go into the gas station and the smell of gas came to the car, I would be like, oh, that smells good. I don't know why. I know it's toxic and it's definitely not good to breathe in those forms, but I enjoy that smell. So that's an example. You could answer 2 or 3 of these, and they are complete random. You can also take your time and prepare your answer, so you can use words that you learned from before, from reading or from listening to prepare your answer. It's not a race, right? The goal of this is to say new things and use new words and simply practice speaking. You can also make your answer short, like 1 sentence or as long as you want. Basically, the more you practice, the better you get. But if you are unable to say a long word, then just a short one. It's actually fine. So you can probably answer those questions in around 10 minutes. It depends how long your answer is. If you are only doing 1 or 2 sentence answers, then maybe you could do more questions. But if you are giving long answers, then maybe 3 or 4 would be enough. And don't forget, you can mix these things up, right? So you can maybe read it for 5 minutes and then answer some questions for 5 minutes, or you can listen to books for 5 minutes and then you can practice reading for 5 minutes, or you can do one thing for 10 minutes. It doesn't. The point is all the way are easy to access, right? You know exactly what to do. I don't have to think about it. Alright, the last way is to practice our final skill, which is writing. So writing is a little more complicated. This could have its own video completely, because writing changes depending on what you are writing. Like if you're writing an email, you're writing an essay, if you're writing a text message. But so there are many different styles of reading that requires different forms of practice to get better at them. But since this channel is a communication channel, a natural English channel, I've given you a way to practice your writing that will be useful in your daily life. So the way to improve your writing is by writing a novel. Now I know you have probably heard people tell you write in a nutshell, but I'm going to give you 4 specific things that you can write about. Okay, so the first one is to write a sentence or 2, maybe 3, about how you're feeling right now, okay? For example, right now I feel a little bit tired because it's the evening and I'm recording this podcast. After working, it's dinner time, so I'm a little bit hungry. And that's probably why I'm tired as well. So that would be one example of writing about how you're feeling. The second thing is to write about the no-show. It's something memorable that happened to you. So a personal example that I could write for today would be, today I went to a little shop to buy those sponge dice. It's like a big dice that you can throw. And so I asked her, do you have any of these dice in Vietnamese? And she put her hand on my shoulder and said, I don't have any of these dice, but you can go up the road, turn left into the market and there are many places that sell toys. And I said, great, thank you. It's an amazing, incredible event, but it's a memorable event. When I thought about today, that's the first thing I thought of. So you can just write that down. The third thing you can write about are your plans for tomorrow. Even if your plans are simply to wake up and do nothing, you can write that. If your plans are wake up, take a shower, get on the grid, right? Work hard 5 a.m. to go to the gym, go to work, get rich. Then you can write that too. Write whatever you're doing. Just write it. It's useful because it's relevant to your own life. And you practice things that are useful for you. Now, since you're writing about your plans tomorrow, you can use things like will, I'm going to, I plan to, and stuff like that. So for example, for me, I could say tomorrow I'm going to work on my script for my next video, and then I'm going to work out. After that, I have lunch, go teach, come home, and then probably meet a friend for dinner. Right, so there's something very simple like that. Alright, so finally for the last part of the writing, write 2 things that you are grateful for in life. Now, this will not only improve your English skill, also help you feel happier with that you have. So for example, I would say one thing I'm grateful for is my supportive, like the comments that I get from you guys. When I read them, I feel happy that I'm helping you guys, and you guys are learning, and it's something that is improving your life. So that's one thing I'm grateful for, my supportive viewers. And the other thing I'm grateful for are my cats T and Cat, and I think they're lying. So the lying, they are my cats actually. I don't know if they have moved properly this, but they are there. They are the children. Alright guys, so to recap the writing part, write about how to feel and why you feel that way. Second, write about something remorse that happened. Third, write about the plans. And then fourth, write 2 things you are grateful for in your life. So let me recap all the 5 ways. Okay, so first way is to practice your listening. Watch the YouTube channel Fox. You can use the reactor to see the subtitles and put your mouth over any words that you don't understand. And language corrector only works for Chrome browser. So the second tip is to practice reading natural English on Reddit. And there's a specific Reddit subreddit, so you can go to Ask Reddit. There are many authors. You can choose whichever is interesting for you. The third tip is to practice speaking with others. Speak. The fourth tip is to not talk to foreigners. Is to answer questions from a random question generator. By the way, of course, you can go to this and talk to foreigners, but I'm assuming for most of you, that's not something you really want to do. You don't go out and talk to strangers in a foreign language. I think that sounds kind of scary for a lot of people. So answering questions from a question generator is another. And by the way, it's also why ELSA speak is really useful because it can generate these situations but for whatever it needs, and the AI is very scalable, realistic, about and how realistic it is. And the last way is to practice writing in your journal with 4 tips. So you guys, those are 5 ways to practice your English in 10 minutes or less. I hope it was really useful for you. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and in the next video, goodbye.